people were fishing that day.
Recreational fishing is big business in the U.S. Roughly 49 million anglers take part in an industry that generates an estimated $50 billion per year. And Texas is known as one of the nation's premier fishing spots. So how might this fishing fervor explain the spate of shark attacks? At Moody Gardens Aquarium, Assistant Curator Roy Drinnen thinks he knows the answer. He oversees a large tank that is home to 8 different sharks. Every day, when it's time to feed the sharks, Drinnen and his team first perform 2 seemingly unconnected actions.
We turn off the air flirt, then we also turn on our fluorescent lights.
They mean it's time to eat.
The sharks are fully aware of what's going to happen. They want to be fed.
This process is called conditioning. It occurs when sharks learn that a particular set of cues or stimuli can lead to a meal. And this knowledge is so ingrained that it prompts a response anytime the cues are present, even if the food is not.
You can see that they're starting to congregate over by the catwalk. The food's not there, but they are acting upon the cues that they're sensing. It just shows that they can be conditioned to feed because of these cues.
And this is crucial to understanding whether fishing plays a role in the Texas attacks. Shark expert Dr. Dan Huber explains.
Inshore fishing could condition sharks to come to a specific beach because of the bait. If the bait is there consistently enough, sharks are going to come to associate that location with a food reward.
Have sharks been conditioned to associate these spots with food, thereby endangering beachgoers? It seems the answer may come down to timing. Inshore anglers have been prominent in Texas for decades, whereas the shark attacks have only increased recently. So it's unlikely that recreational fishing is the reason for the sudden spike.
Which means that there's something else that had to have happened.
The cause of the attacks in Texas is still a mystery. And things are getting worse by the minute. On the very same day that Sean Hamilton is bitten, just 1 hour later and 40 miles north, another young boy falls victim.
We're headed to a barrier island right outside of Port O'Connor. We've been coming out here for years. The only way you can get to it is by boat, so there's not a lot of traffic out there.
In July 2011, Cecil Vossler and his family returned to their favorite vacation spot. His 12-year-old son, Nicholas, is especially fond of these trips.
Nicholas was always in the water. He fished with me. He just loved being with his dad and doing the things that I did.
But Cecil doesn't know about the recent attacks on these shores.
Looking back, I wouldn't have let my kids swim that day. That day, the beach was really calm. It was just spectacular. Nicholas was right out there with my friend and his kids. They were maybe in waist deep water, just having a good time. Then all of a sudden, I heard this commotion. There's my son getting attacked by a shark. He was trying to get away from it. It was scary.
Finally, the shark swims away, and a family friend grabs Nicholas. But the shark has severed an artery in the boy's leg.
The blood, it wasn't just squirting out, it was free bleeding. His eyes kept trying to roll back in his head, and we were, telling him, you need to stay with us. You can't. Then all of a sudden, I heard this commotion. There's my son getting attacked by a shark. He was trying to get away from it. It was scary.
Finally, the shark swims away, and a family friend grabs Nicholas. But the shark has severed an artery in the boy's leg.
The blood, it wasn't just squirting out, it was free bleeding. His eyes kept trying to roll back in his head. And we were, telling him, you need to stay with us. You can't go to sleep. I'm a man of faith, so I had a lot of struggle with God that day. Please don't take my son.